Life is the ultimate ultra-marathon.
Have you noticed how much a change in circumstances affect the amount of progress that we're able to make when it comes to going after a goal?
Social distancing, talk about change in circumstances. For some of our goals, though, it's actually amped up the speed of progress. But for some of our other goals, like fitness and health, our progress has slowed down significantly. Check the double chin.
In today's video, you're going to hear from Joe and Jenny. They're a great couple and fellow podcasters like ourselves, and they have a podcast called Of Progress and Purpose.
It's great because it's all about loving who you are, strengths, weaknesses, flaws, and all.
The lesson that they're going to share is a great reminder and lesson that progress is more about direction than speed. And we're going to hear from Joe first.
He shares a mantra about progress and something called ultramarathons.
So my life lesson is I guess it's kind of a mantra for using that kind of terminology, but it's relentless forward progress. So, and where that comes from for me anyway is I am an ultra distance athlete, so I run ultra marathons.
So explain, what is a ultra long distance race? Like, is it just a marathon or like?
It's anything technically anything longer than a marathon. But they call them ultra marathons. A lot of them are 50K, so that's 31 miles. There's a lot of 100K races that are 62 miles, 100-mile races. I have a friend who just recently, last spring, I guess, set the world record for the Triple Crown of 200s. So there's all kinds of different distances and different, terrains, and, so no two races are exactly alike. Some of them are in the mountains, some of them are in the desert, some of them are, running laps around, and some of them are timed like 24-hour races, just to see how far you can get in 24 hours.
Elevation and climbing.
So there's lots of different things out there. So, but that's basically
what is it called? It's called the ultra
marathon.
Ultra marathon.
Yeah.
That's cool.
If you run a short race, like a lot of the times, if you're well trained and everything, you can run, the whole thing at, basically the same pace, and things are going, pretty normal the whole way. But in these longer races, you have, even if you have the best race of your life, you're going to have down times during the race, like when you're not feeling good, and when your body's telling you to stop, and all this stuff, and maybe your fueling is off, or different things like that. So one thing that gets me through those low times is just this idea of relentless forward progress. If I can keep moving, then I can finish the race, because eventually things are going to get better. I'll get my mojo back, and be able to continue on at a faster pace or whatever. But during those low times, if I can just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and I tell my crew that's helping me through the race, if I can walk, I can finish. Like, just keep me going, as long as I just keep that forward progress going, even if it's really, really slow and doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere, eventually things are going to improve and things are going to get better, and I'll finish the race. So that's kind of where that comes from for me. And it really applies a lot to life, because none of us are going to go through life just easy peasy the whole way through, right? It's going to be difficult at times, and there are going to be times when you're not sure that you can get through it. There's going to be times where you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you can just keep moving and keep trying, eventually you're going to overcome it. And if you keep moving and you don't stop, there's no way that you can't overcome it.
I love what Joe said about putting one foot in front of the other.
Since we haven't been working out lately, we're taking a walk, and that's progress.
And that ties in really well with what Jenny says when it comes to some practical advice on how to apply this principle of relentless forward progress.
Another practical application of that is learning how to press play, how to start again. We're always going to have to pause or have to stop at some point, but I think relentless forward progress really comes down to self-compassion and knowing that, like, that's okay. It is what it is, but let's just start again. And Brooke Snow, one of my favorite mentors, and she has a podcast, she says, master the art of the start. And so I use that all the time when I screw up, because it happens a lot, but I just feel like if I can get back up and say, okay, what can I do from here to make it better? And just be kind to myself instead of spiraling down, and let that experience make me better.
So press play, don't press rewind.
Yeah. Yep.
I like that.
Life is the ultimate ultra marathon, so just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Progress is a never-ending pursuit, and done puts limitations on the infinite capacity of possibilities. So just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Your forward direction is what matters most. There will always be more to do and more to accomplish. Stress less about your speed and celebrate putting one foot in front of the other. With growth as your purpose, every lesson learned is a step forward in progress, and every lesson applied is several steps more. Acknowledge the growth, and when the occasional pause is necessary, get good at coming back to putting one foot in front of the other.
But for some of our other goals, like fitness and health, our progress has slowed down significantly.
Aggressive forward, relentless forward progress.
Since we already went around the block 8 times.
Nope, actually.
Once.
Only once. Relentless forward progress. Look at that sky. We almost had a change in circumstance with the rain.